तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। वंदे गुरोर्मंडलम। Shivoham. For a Swar yogi, success is his nature. Failure is optional to him. So far, we have learned how to orient our various activities such as travels, etc. for success as per Swar principles. In last few verses, we have understood about some very important rules. One thing I want you to understand that sometimes rules may seem confusing and contradictory. Some rules you may have noticed that they do not match with the basic rules that were laid down in the initial verses. There are two reasons. One, some verses are exceptions to the basic rules, and two others are higher rules. Only a seasoned Swar Yog practitioner can bring these higher rules in practice. Yet, the golden rule is always try to see the context in which the rules are mentioned. Any deviation in the context will change the rules. The gone by rules in this group are used for prediction of a positive outcome. Therefore, these should be seen in the same light. If you are still unclear about what I am mentioning, here I request you to watch the videos from the beginning and you will understand exactly what I am telling. To watch the videos from the beginning, the link to the playlist is provided in the description box for you. Having gone through the rules that we have covered just now, another question arises. Is it just the Swar, or there are some more factors that decide the amount of success? The verses that I will take up today give us more information on how we can decide on the quality of results from the rising Swar. The next verse is 95th verse. Here Lord Shiva says, Yat kinchit purvam uttishtam labadhi samragamaha tat sarvam Poorna nadishu jayate nirvikalpakam. This verse means everything that has been said before related to prophets etc. will certainly take place if the Swar is full. To put things in perspective, I am also taking the next verse, that is the 96th verse. It states, Shunya nadya viparyastam yat purvam pratipaditam Jayate nanyatha chaiva yatha sarvagnya bhashitam. This means the results of actions that have been shared before will surely reverse if done when Swar is empty, so says Lord Shiva. In the verse 95, word Poorna Swar is used, and in the verse 96, Shunya Swar is used. As discussed earlier, Poorna Swar is the fully active Swar. This verse tells us that in the previous verses, whatever has been said related to journeys, meeting important people and prophets, all of those outcomes will be 100% true if done in the correct Swar. Now a minute point about Poorna Swar. This secret no teacher will ever tell you. What is that? Actually, Poorna Swar means when one Swar is completely active and there is no or almost null movement of air in the other Swar. To obtain maximum benefit, your Swar should not only be active but should be fully active. That is why Swar yogis are recommended daily neti practice. Even this neti is supposed to be done in a specific way. Anyways, back to Poorna Swar. You must have noticed that most of the time your one Swar is active, but there is considerable flow in other Swar as well. If you have such a condition, this will dampen the overall effect of the active Swar, and the results of the situations mentioned will be partly compromised. In a later verse, a specific instruction is given to understand Poorna Swar, but I will explain that when the verse will come up. To further understand the effects of Poorna Swar more clearly, I should also mention the next verse, that is the 97th verse. It states, Vyavahare khallo uchchate dveshi vidya divanchake kupit swami chauradhye purnasthaha syu bhayankaraha. It means behavior of a bad person, cheating a person, an angry master, and a thief that is engaged in stealing. All of these will have a frightful outcome when the swar is Poorna. Again, in this verse, we are being warned of the power of Poorna Swar. One should understand that this is referred to the person who is angry, cheater, or wicked. When such a person is behaving wickedly with others, or cheating others, or trying to bring others under his or her control, or is angry on the subordinates, and at that time, if the swar is poured, the results are very frightening. Why? Look, whenever a person is doing something to hurt the other, he or she does not create some limit, but wants to make the maximum impact. This is possible when the swar of that person is flowing completely. When the swar is Poorna, all the energies of the person are concentrated in the activity that the person is doing. Further, if the full swar is flowing according to the activity, like here in all the activities, the swar should be solar swar or Surya swar. And if all these activities are done in full solar swar, the results are frightening. They shall impact everyone involved, including the person who is in action. During Poorna Swar, the person is not in control and completely goes with the heat of the moment. Like someone is angry and at the same time solar Swar is Poorna, then the person is not able to control the anger. Such a person may become bad-mouthed, abusive, and even go in a frenzy to do injurious things to the others and self. It is a warning to the Swar Yogis too, that they should completely win over these negative mental, emotional states and habits. Otherwise, as Lord Shiva says, the fall is evident and it is going to be really frightening. Now let's quickly understand the 96th verse. In this verse, Shunya Swar is mentioned. You may recall that Sushumna is often mentioned as a Shunya Swar. So all the activities that can give profit and success if done in Shunya Swar will give no results. Due to the placement of this verse, we should take Shunya Swar as Rikt Swar here. In that case, the meaning of this verse will be that the results of such activities and projects are reversed. This interpretation fits well. By placement of the verse, I mean the group of the verses where it appears in Shiva Swarodaya. In these group of verses, results of Poorna Swar and Rikt Swar are discussed. So many masters refer to Shunya Swar as Rikt Swar here. Yes, one more thing. My IT team that manages the channel has informed me of some questions that some of you have asked. I should clarify that I do not reply to questions on this channel. Secondly, I found that almost all the questions that were presented to me were due to incomplete or wrong understanding of what has been said. So I suggest, if you are not able to clearly get the meaning of a verse or what is taught, please watch the lecture again and with attentiveness. Do watch previous lectures and I can assure you that you will get your answer, because I am not leaving anything unexplained in Shiva Swarodaya. Further, as you do your Swar Yog sadhana, the meanings of the verses will get clearer to you. That's all for today. Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I bow down to the divine sitting in your hearts. Shivoham.